This is Owen McKendry for ESBR Boxing. Delighted to be joined tonight by Dave Coldwell. Dave, what did you make of the card as a whole first?
I enjoyed it. Some good performances, some entertaining fights. Thought Chef Clark's fight was entertaining. Great experience for him at this stage. What is it, his 5th fight or something like that? Needs opponents like that. You can't learn from going in there and blowing kids out in a round or two. So great experience for him. Who else? Gary Cullen was man. I love him. He's massive at the weight. He's absolutely lethal. Another explosive performance from him tonight. So they were the standouts in undercard. Dalton Smith for me, I thought was a great learning fight for him again. He's inexperienced, you know what I mean? We want to rush these kids. He's not world level yet. He's a British, European, that sort of level. That's the level we see him at. Let him, judge him at that sort of level before you're talking about him being a world level fighter and stuff like that. Not yet. With the experience of fights, he'll have improved after tonight. With the experience of fights like that, he's going to improve and it's going to make him a better fighter. And that's what they need. And then, obviously, the main event, unbelievable fight. I'm just absolutely gutted with the outcome.
Is that the outcome you expected? Obviously, I know the whole arena's gutted. Did you expect a Lara knockout?
It's not what I expected, but it's what you know can happen in a fight when you're fighting at top level against a banger like that. Lara's dangerous. He can really punch. What I expected was what was happening before that, where Lee was controlling the distance and being very, very educated in what he was doing, walking Lara onto shots fantastically. That's what I expected, and that's what we got. And it's just one mistake in boxing. Unfortunately, boxing is one of those sports where you make one mistake and that's it. It can be over.
If you're in the position of Lee Wood's trainer, would you activate the rematch clause immediately, or would you look towards the massive British clash for Warrington?
That's a good question, because you got to think what. Neither of them are world champions. So do you want? You could have that and beat Warrington and then go on and whatever. The Warrington fight is still massive. It is still massive. But can Lee Wood reverse that result tonight? Yeah, it can. So yeah, and I'm sure Lee wants to get his world title back in a fight where he was controlling the majority of it.
And then one fighter I did want to discuss with yourself is Junaid Boston. Obviously, he's a Yorkshire fighter. I've seen him on when obviously this fight was originally meant to happen. So it was the Maxi Hughes Kid Galahad in the card. Straight away, the feeling at ringside was there's a special talent in there. What do you make of Junaid?
Good fighter. Another one. He's very, very young, very, very inexperienced. So let's not get carried away. But he's an outstanding talent, and he's got a great team behind him. In Grant Smith and Pierce and everybody down there. He's got people like Sonny around him. He's got Dalton around. He's got experienced people around him. So he's got a really good team. So as long as he's not rushed, then I think he's another kid that can go on to really, really big things.
And then obviously, as Mr. Eddie Hearn himself said, April 29th in Sheffield. It's going to be a show to look forward to. Any early expectations of fighters to be on the card?
I don't know. I've not really spoken to Eddie about who's on the card. I know one or two, but I don't know what the full card's going to be yet. But Sheffield's my home city, so that's where I'm from. So I look forward to being back in Sheffield.
Dave, thank you very much for joining us tonight. Brilliant to have your thoughts.